Hey guys, this is Hot Noob here, and today I'm going to be doing a sort of webcast thing. I'm going to be showing you guys how to work with HTML get and post data, and then I'll take questions here from this person called Pulse, whoever he is. I'm just going to start a timer here so I don't go overboard. Okay, well, first of all, you're going to want to open up your editor or notepad or whatever you're going to be doing this in. So here we have a basic format for an HTML document. Um, with get and post data, chances are that you're going to be wanting to use server-side scripts such as PHP. So first I'm going to start off by creating a form HTML element. So form, I think that's right. Don't know why it's being so weird. Oh, whoops. Right. So right now it will do nothing. So right now this displays nothing. The form tags don't display anything at all, and they do nothing with nothing in between them. So I'm going to put in an input tag, and I'm going to say type of text or text box. Really doesn't matter. Browsers are pretty lenient with it, so whatever. Then you can give it an ID. Now the ID is for if you want it to interact with JavaScript, but the real one that matters is the name attribute. The name attribute is what's going to be the key in the post data when you submit it. So let's call this my input or something, right? You can choose to put a slash at the end or not. It's really just a matter of tradition or whatever. The next input you can put in is submit. You don't actually need a submit button. You can use JavaScript to submit it. So I'm going to give it a value, click to submit. If you want to use a link or whatever to submit, you just use JavaScript. So I'm going to give this an ID of form or just F, right? Then you just go a on click equals document dot get elements by ID, and then you put in the ID, which is F. Then you say submit. So I'm just going to save this somewhere so you guys can see the results. And I'm going to load it up on my server. Right, so put something in, click submit, it submits the form, put something in, and it submits it again. Now you notice that when you submit it, it redirects you to the same page, but with a difference in the URL. This here is called a get variable. Post data and get data are formatted in the same way. However, with post data, the browser will handle everything for you. With get data, you may have to do a bit of extra parsing, and people will be able to put get data into the URL. So the main difference is the protocols used. Right, so post data is just a hidden get data form. So here you got the key of my input. Now let's say you want to get it with PHP or something like that. Right? Then you just go echo or whatever, $ get, right? PHP will automatically put the variables or the get variables and the post variables into an array. And there is another one called $ underscore request, which is an array of both the post and get variables. But it's very inefficient and provides a high security risk for doing if you're using the request variable or array. So then you just put in the key, which is my input, and let's put some other junk here. My input is, and let's just refresh it, and it says test2, which is what we have up here. So notice how you can refresh it, right? You can change the URL or whatever for get data. So let's say you want to use post data. To do that, all you have to do is change the method. So you go method equals post, right? And that will simply change it to post data. So I'm going to change that to get rid of the variable here, and then I'm going to put in test. Click to submit. Notice nothing shows up in the URL or anything, but the data was sent. So to retrieve it, just going to change that to $ underscore post. In all capitals, by the way. This is all case sensitive. And notice how that you're getting prompted to confirm the form resubmission when you try to refresh, whatever. So there you go, my input is test. And so on. And that's really pretty much it to post data and get data. Alright, well apparently Pulse or whatever has no questions, so I'm just going to end it there. Come check out my blog at hotnoob.com and see you guys later.